Hello everyone, today I'm going to be watching Coins Blue Falcon Campfire stories. Like these titles don't make any sense until the context. So let's just go into it by Mikeburnfire. Let's go into kind of 3, 2, 1, go.
Are you familiar with the concept of coins for the military?
Oh, challenge coins.
Yeah,
No.
challenge coins.
Yeah.
Alright, let's search that. Oh, like the coins that they got in the World War II bands of brothers, and the dude said, "Yo, why you weren't there? Why are you getting one of these? This is ours." Is that the same concept? Let's go.
Familiar with the concept of those?
I never went to the bars, so I never challenged or got challenged.
No, but
They're commemorative.
they're commemorative, and
Okay.
sometimes people will get them for different things. Like someone in our unit got one for helping get a Humvee repaired faster.
Did you ever
Alright.
use them for any purpose? Because there are some Marines who would get a challenge coin and go, "Oh boy!" And the boot would go into a bar and see another Marine, slap down his challenge coin, "I challenge you!" And the other Marine would say, "No. Get out of here, boot. Stop being stupid."
Yeah, only like super motivated people in the army do that. It's pretty much the same thing. It's private. What the fuck are you doing?
I think the majority of the people who go into military, at least willingly go into military, have the right motive. They are motivated to do crazy shit. That's why they're going to the military. Like, military is the most crazy thing out there.
Here's a new challenge. Get out of my face.
Yeah, here's your
Yeah.
challenge. Go away.
Get the fuck out.
Drink this jug of antifreeze. Eat these Tide
God damn.
Pods. I only got 2
Don't
coins
do
the
that.
entire time I was in the military. One I got from being in everybody in our unit got them. It was just
Okay.
the 10th Mountain Division coin.
Yeah, we get one when we were born because we live in the Middle East.
The other one I got, I'm very pleased with myself for. At Fort Polk, there is a unit that is the 509th Airborne Division. And 509th Airborne Division is known because they are OPFOR, which is opposing force. They are the bad guys in Fort Polk.
The badass guy?
No, they're the bad guys.
The bad
they
guys.
pretend to be the enemy at Fort Polk.
Oh, they
So if you
pretend.
go to Fort Polk and you're in the Joint Readiness Training Center, JRTC, in the middle of the woods, shooting at a bunch of guys wearing weird olive green uniforms, that is 509th Infantry Battalion.
What the fuck does I don't even know what the fuck. What do you mean? So is it like practice? They just fucking parachute in the middle of the jungle as a training for you guys? What do you mean the enemy? Is it like did they work for the Iraqis? It's this government? What do you
They're
mean?
airborne qualified. They live and breathe to just piss off the rest of the military.
Okay.
And I absolutely love them.
So just a benchmark. Okay,
They make your life
benchmark for
difficult.
military.
Why do you like that?
Because they made life difficult for everybody else, not me. Most of the time, the rifles that the M4s or M16s that they have, they rarely actually shoot live ammo through them. Most of the time, they just fire blanks through them. Because that's most of what they're doing. Is just
Makes sense.
pissing off the rest of the army. And making battalion commanders rip out their hair and go, "Oh, those bastards!" Because they could be absolutely infuriating. They have whole trench and tunnel systems dug all over the place in JRTC that they'll just pop up out of nowhere.
What kind of that is hardcore training when there's just like a platoon of soldiers just fucking trained to train you. That is insane. And basically annoy the living shit out of you, popping out of it like fucking Viet Cong.
I was at work one day, and one of the guys from 509th came in. Apparently, they did not have a battalion armor for 509th. And he's like, "I have got 500 M4s that I need to get gauged. They have not done weapon
God.
gauging on them in a long time. And we actually have a range that we're supposed to be going to coming up.
Oh my god.
And I need these to get gauged."
Yeah.
I was like,
Fucking
okay, it'll be a pain in the ass, but I mean, I can do it. Sure. So he brought all of his M16, he brought like 3 or 4
16s,
shopping
okay,
carts. I don't know where he got shopping carts from. Brought like 3 or 4 shopping carts down that were just filled with M4s. Some of them were...
Was this in Iraq? I mean, they have chain shops to like supermarkets and hypermarkets too. They have those.
kind of dirty, but it was, it wasn't a big deal. It didn't take me that long to gauge an M4.
So you knocked them out pretty quickly.
So yeah, I knocked it out pretty quickly. It took me like a couple hours, but I got them all done, wrote them all up on paperwork. Like, a weapon gauging was done at this point. Such and such ones were found out of spec. Replaced the parts that were found out of spec. Yada yada yada. Thanks, you helped me out so much. This is great. I needed to get this done, and I didn't have any way to do it. I really appreciate it. Yeah, no problem, man. Whatever.
That's awesome.
So I helped him out, and it's like I could have told him to pound sand, and it wouldn't have mattered. He's not affiliated with my unit. He's not affiliated with a unit that I'm supporting in any way.
It's a unit in your country.
No, you felt an obligation because you're a human being.
Well, and he asked nicely.
Oh, there you
go.
He's like, thanks, man. Next time you're out at JRTC, we'll make sure that you don't. We'll try not to shoot at you. And I said, oh no, don't do that. You got to shoot at me so that I can go to the Burger King that's right down the road from the medical station. So
I thought they're blank, man. I thought they're blank. Oh my god, my headset's wire is oozing out.
Next day I'm at work. The lieutenant colonel for 509th Infantry Battalion came down to my shop and gave me the 509th Infantry coin.
Nice!
As a way of thanking me.
Bro, you fucking gauged 500 in
On behalf of the
16s.
509th Infantry Battalion, I present you with this coin. He gave me the coin, and so then I jokingly told people that I got the 509th Infantry coin for aiding and abetting the enemy. I got a coin from 509th, something that very, very few people outside of 509th are going to get one of those coins for. I was very pleased with that one.
It's surprising how certain ribbons hold different levels of value to the soldier or Marine.
Wasn't it Napoleon Bonaparte said men will fight and die for a little piece of colored ribbon?
True. People will do. People kill themselves for fucking PNGs and gacha games nowadays. Coins and fucking positions made a bit of sense. God.
You and I both got the National Defense Ribbon. We don't care. You pretty much get that for signing up.
You get it for graduating basic training.
You got your Iraq Service Medal, which I guess holds a little bit more value.
Whatever, it doesn't really matter. It shows that I was in Iraq.
I got a good behavior ribbon, so I spent 3 or 4 years without getting into a drunken brawl or punching my commanding officer.
Excuse me, what?
Shows that I was in Iraq.
The funny thing is that so are people who live there. And I think US still has plenty of bases. There are a lot of people there. Are those people gonna get coins, at least the soldiers? Are those gonna get coins when they come back?
I got a good behavior ribbon, so I spent 3 or 4 years without getting into a drunken brawl or punching my commanding officer. I think the award that means the most to me is the Expert Marksman Award that I received in boot camp. Because I was in basic training for 3 months in California, and it only rained 1 day while I was there. On rifle qualification day.
Ah, perfect.
So I'm trying to aim at this target 500 yards down the range while I'm being pelted in the face by this ice-cold rain. And
that's why we use a cap.
I hit Expert Marksman. I hit my shots that day. The thing that stood out to me was that the range officer handed me an Expert Marksmanship medal that he had on him. I didn't have to buy mine like everybody else. He just randomly gave it to me for doing this.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So he just had some on his pocket or his own shit? Like, was it his own?
I don't have very many fond memories of boot camp. But that...
Okay, I hear a lot about this. What is boot camp? Let me search that too. Alright, so it's like more like a whole purpose sergeant drill camp or something. The boot camp. Makes sense.
One stands out to me.
No.
Well,
okay. No, okay, I was gonna say, it's like, it's haven't been like 3 minutes yet.
Basic training, we came back from one of the ranges, one of the longer ones. Spent 4 days out in the field, we'd done a bunch of shooting with our M16s, stuff like that. I sat down on the floor.
One more thing about coins. Wouldn't it be cooler if you had some way of using them? Yeah, can you trade the coins for like benefits or like a car? Or I don't know. More service? I assume it's a proof of your service, but do the coin have any serial? I mean, assuming no. How could they organize these coins so they had the purpose and the missions connected to them? Especially the person should know, and their commanders and like generals. I assuming there is no digitized version. So they wouldn't be able to read. God damn it.
While I was in basic training, we came back from one of the ranges, one of the longer ones. Spent 4 days out in the field. We'd done a bunch of shooting with our M16s, stuff like that. I sat down on the floor, and I took my M16 apart, and I started cleaning it. And I was like, it's got to be clean. I'm going to have to turn it in eventually, so I'm going to clean it, because I just fired a bunch of rounds through it and a bunch of blanks through it.
You were preemptively cleaning it because you knew you'd have to turn it in.
Also, we had come back.
Yeah.
The drill sergeant just said, okay, well, get your stuff cleaned up, get your stuff taken care of, get laundry ready to go out, do whatever. Do stuff. Be productive. So I'm sitting on the floor.
That's the whole
my
purpose
M16.
of military exercises, isn't it?
I suddenly realized that I couldn't hear anything. And I looked up, and I realized that it wasn't because...
Listen, there are times that I've seen in military documentaries that like soldiers don't sleep for days upon days just because they're stuck in a situation that they can't. So I understand that completely, how tough these situations can be. And how every one of these coins matter. I'm not making jokes here, guys. I'm just asking genuine questions about the redemption system.
Get your stuff cleaned up, get your stuff taken care of, get laundry ready to go out, do whatever. Do stuff. Be productive.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting on the floor cleaning my M16. I suddenly realized that I couldn't hear anything. And I looked up, and I realized that it wasn't because my hearing had gone away. It was because everybody had fallen asleep.
Huh?
And I'm kind of struggling to stay awake, but it's like I'm busying myself with cleaning my M16, and also, it's a burst fire gun, so of course I'm excited about any time I get to do anything with it.
Somebody like a fucking teenager. So he got so much into cleaning his M16 that he forgot everyone asleep and time is passing. Bro, that is addiction. That is addiction to something actually good. Cleaning. Like undoing entropy.
Never handled an AR-15 before I went into the military, or an M16, so I was just excited anytime I got to do anything with this gun.
Your excitement for having an assault weapon in your hands was fighting your exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I was
okay.
just diligently cleaning this thing, and I realized everybody's asleep. Right as I realize this, I look up, and one of the drill sergeants walks into the bay. And the moment a drill sergeant walks into the bay, the first person to see them is supposed to jump up, stand at parade rest, and yell, "At ease," and then everybody has to jump and stand on the line.
Oh, no.
I'm about to jump up, and he looks at me and points, and it says really quietly, "Don't you say another fucking word."
Yeah.
And I immediately shit my pants, because I am terrified now. And I just nod.
That is so fucking creepy. Why would...
Gives me the thumbs up, writes down my name on a piece of paper, and for a second I'm like, I'm gonna be in so much trouble. He goes around, he writes down the names of like 6 or 7 other people that are still awake, cleaning their guns or doing something.
They're all getting coins, aren't
Does
they?
the same thing to every single one of them. I basically got a out. That was like all I could do was make a small squeak. Because I did that, nobody else had heard anything. So every single other person does like the exact same thing. You just hear 6 or 7 from like different places inside the bay. He walks out, and I just keep cleaning my.
I can just imagine it. Just cleaning it. In the middle of night, hopefully.
Rifle. I just won't say anything. I know I'm being a blue Falcon right now, but I don't want to get yelled at by this drill sergeant.
Awesome.
It's too late. He's already seen they're all asleep.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, the drill sergeant comes in. I look at him, and he looks at me, and he goes, "Get the fuck up." So I jump up and yell, "At ease!"
Alright.
Immediately, everybody else jumps up. They're bonking their heads on the bunks and, like, falling over, and everybody just, like, staggers in the front. And he just goes, "Hazard, Jenkins," lists off this list, like, we're the ones that are in trouble. And he goes, "You guys stay here. Everybody else get the fuck outside and get in the pit."
Oh my
no.
god, yeah,
The pit.
fuck
They're
the
gonna make you do
sleepers.
exercise.
Push-ups,
After
front,
sleep,
back goes, rolling left, right in this pit. I'm just sitting in the barracks room, like, holding the bolt in the sling for my M16 and looking out the window, just going, "I'm sorry."
I wish it didn't have to be this way.
The fucking smart kid. The nerd in the class getting everyone in trouble. Bro, that's so
the way
military.
it is now.
Oh, that's so many. Oh, okay. Jesus Christ, man. That's the best part about this. The best part about this is that everyone's getting in trouble for being. No, there's nothing wrong here. Why is he punishing them? Why the fuck is the drill sergeant punishing everyone? Was that the time to clean your weapons? Or why what if the other people clean their shit earlier? Oh my god, M16s. I only use the AK-47 and a G3 because those are the weapons that my country uses. I live in Iran, so we might not see all the eye to eye all the time, but as people we can agree on some stuff our country is doing wrong for us, especially military stuff. Some stuff that are just not right, especially for some of the family members. Bro, my uncle still is suffering. He is still suffering because of the Iraqi war, because he was exposed to mustard gas like years ago. Like how the fuck is it that the medical scene isn't helping literally all the soldiers on earth right now? Like literally that should be the purpose. Because these motherfuckers gave their lives, gave their lungs, gave their brains and legs and everything else for us. It fills me with pain, but hopefully it's better in US. I heard that Biden's been doing better for the servicemen, at least the people who came back and people who are suffering. So I don't know if any of it is real. I'm just reading off Reddit and like whatever the news tell me. But if it's real, good for you guys. Hopefully it happens for everyone. Every soldier, every old soldier needs to chill and be able to chill. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. And for now, have a nice day. Goodbye, everyone.